once again from the heart of the Lone Star State as we are here to bring you the fourth and final installment of Stateside Footy Goes to the Nationals. We are here at the Onion Creek Soccer Complex in Austin, Texas, with another episode of Stateside Footy, the cable access program that features Australian rules football as it's played in the United States. Handling the camera duties as usual, Stacey Robert. I'm Bill Robert at the mic, and we're continuing our coverage of the Boston Demons as they play in the National Championship Tournament organized by the United States Australian Football League. This is the second day of this 2 days Nationals event. The last time out, we brought you two matches played by the Demons men's A team. The first, a rather decisive 55-25 loss at the hands of the hometown Austin Crows. That finished our coverage of the first day's activities. We were supposed to bring you a second game, but the weather precluded us from doing that. The rain and the wind became too much, and we couldn't get the game. It was a Division IV mixed squad game between the Demons mixed squad with the San Diego Lions and the Seattle Grizzlies, and a mixed team between Fort Lauderdale and Baltimore-Washington. In retrospect, probably just as well that we didn't get that game for you because it wasn't a very good game for the Boston Reserves. Final score, the Fort Lauderdale Baltimore-Washington team 6-3-33, and the Boston-San Diego-Seattle team just a single behind. But that was the end of day one. Second match we brought you in the last episode, we actually jumped ahead and brought you the first match from day two, in which the Demons A team was back out. After that loss at the hands of the Austin Crows, they came back and beat Chicago United by a score of 38-23. At this point, the finals pairings are in place and the teams are all set. The Demons A team needed the Austin Crows to lose to have a shot at the Division II Grand Final. That didn't happen. Austin went 3-0 and took the top spot in Pool B. They'll go on to face the Dallas Magpies, the Pool A winner, in the Division II championship game. Though the Demons did not advance, they finished with the third best record for all the Division II teams. Not just in Pool B, we're talking the entire 8 teams in Division II. It's definitely a good showing for the Demons. Demons reserves and their combined team finished out of the running in the Division IV standings as well. We just mentioned the men's reserves team really didn't have a chance after that loss to Fort Lauderdale and Baltimore-Washington. However, the toughest luck of all was the women's team, Lady Demons and the Eagles and the Jillaroos, that combined team. They finished third in their pool by percentage points. Basically, every team in that pool was 1-0-1. So basically, one win, one loss. Now, where it gets unfortunate for the women, basically, the top team scored one more point than they allowed. The second place team scored as many points as they allowed. The Demons mixed team with Jillaroos scored one fewer point than they allowed, which means on percentage points, they basically finished third in the pack. If they had scored one single point, they would have been tied with Minnesota, and they probably would have won by virtue of a tiebreaker since that team did beat Minnesota in earlier action. As far as if they had scored one more point than they had given up, they would have won the whole thing. So they're literally 1 point now. Not one percentage point. Not one standings point. Like you get 4 points for a win, 2 wins for a draw. This isn't what we're talking about. If they had kicked one more behind or prevented behind from being scored in either of their 2 games, they would be in the final. That's how close it was, and that's just really the closest shave as far as being eliminated. So tough luck for the Lady D's and the Jillaroos mixed team. As a result, both mixed teams are playing what are basically amounting to consolation games now, because the way things work out, basically teams and players are guaranteed at least 3 games, possibly 4 games if you get to finals. So once again, at least 3 games, but no more than 4. So what we have today is the teams that basically didn't make it further up the ladder. We're going to be covering them today. We'll have them both for you right here in this installment of Stateside Footy Goes to the Nationals. First up, the men's reserved mixed team will face a mixed team made up of reserves from Golden Gate and Los Angeles. We'll have that match for you. And then we'll bring you the final match of our 4-part special edition as the Jillaroos mixed team faces the Sacramento Screamers. And after that, that's pretty much, we're going to be wrapping it up from here. We're not actually covering any of the finals since the Demons did not advance. So what we have on tap now, a couple of games from the mixed teams. The men's reserves in Division IV play first, and then the women's division plays second. And that's what we'll bring you today as we close out our special series from out here in Austin. It'll get started next. We've got another footy doubleheader on the way for you. We'll get to it right after this as Stateside Footy goes to the Nationals.
In the event of a car crash, 3 out of 4 kids are not as secure as they should be because their car seats are not used correctly. But the latch system makes it easier to get it right and to hold your kids tight. Anchor, tether, latch. Learn more at safercar.gov.
again, there's a good chance you're going to hear quite a bit of wind. We still do have windy conditions here and a lot of rain. As I mentioned yesterday, there were drought conditions and a lot of rain, but this morning when we got to the ground, it was still raining, and we had puddles that went up past our ankles, up to our shins. But then the rain stopped, and the rain stopped for about 20 minutes, and those puddles were gone. They'd just been sucked into the ground, which gives you an indication of how dry the ground has been out here in Austin at the Onion Creek Soccer Complex, and pretty much in this part of Texas as well. Obviously, you heard about the wildfires and the drought conditions that exist here, but nonetheless, we've had some wind and some rain, and this area could definitely use it, that's for sure. It's made things tricky, obviously, for playing the game and also for us covering the games. We actually had to give up covering one of the games yesterday because of the fact that the wind and rain just became too much. But we're here today, we're persevering, and we're getting through it, and we're set to bring you Division IV action today as the Boston Demons take on the mixed team from Golden Gate and Los Angeles. So today, once again, they're wearing the Demons colors, they're wearing the Demons jumpers, so we'll call them the Demons, but actually it's made up of partially the Boston Demons, but also players from San Diego and Seattle. As far as the other side, they're wearing the Golden Gate jumpers, so we're just going to call them Golden Gate through the course of the game, but it's basically an amalgam of players from the Golden Gate Australian Football League as well as the Los Angeles Dragons. We've got everybody getting into position now, so we'll get set to ball it up and bring you footy once again as we bring you this last part of our four-part special. Stateside Footy goes to the Nationals. Umpires right now commiserating at the center of the ground. They're just about ready to put it up into play. And we will bring you that action. In fact, we'll bring you this, and then we'll bring you the women's game later today. We're just getting everyone set in their positions now, making sure that there are the required number of people in the center position. You can't have too many people in that center position going for the ruck, otherwise the other team will get a free kick. We saw a couple of examples of that earlier this year when we did our Footy Galore in Baltimore series. A couple of times New York Magpies had a few too many people up at center and got pinged for it and gave up free kicks, but they're making sure right now that everybody is out where they should be. Umpires are getting into place. Goal umpires, boundary umpires, runners all getting into place. And we're getting set to toss it up and start this game. After this, it's one more, and then time to head home, as the saying goes. There's the whistle. Everyone's pointing into place. And here we go. We have footy, and it's hit out to advantage by the Demons, but they can't pick it up cleanly. They do kick it ahead, and the mark is taken by Golden Gate. And the Golden Gate team will have it first, and they kick up, looking for somebody on the lead, knocked down by a Demon, but then it's kicked up toward the goals, and it's going to go bounce, and let's see the call on that. I believe that's going to be a goal. Indeed it is. Early score for the Golden Gate LA team, and as a result, they go up early by a score of 6-0. And already, once again, the Demons reserves finding themselves in a hole. They came out pretty good against the Dallas, Austin, Portland team, but then had some problems. Of course, part of it, I'm sure, were weather-related with that game with Florida, actually Fort Lauderdale and Baltimore-Washington. But here, they fall down early. They're down one straight 6-0. And coming off that center toss-up once again, we do have a free kick being awarded, and it's going to Golden Gate once again, and they'll kick it forward, try and put it toward their forward 50, and it's stopped there, spoiled by a Demon. The ball goes to ground. Everyone in there trying to get the crumbs, and we'll have another free kick. Or the Clums. I don't know, maybe there's somebody in there named Clum. I don't know. The kick goes out, and once again, the mark not taken. The ball goes to ground. Everyone going after it, and they're working it out towards the far boundary line. Damon's trying to move it up toward their attacking goals right now. Not having much success in doing so. Golden Gate coming out now, out of their back 50, and the mark is taken, and here comes Golden Gate once again. Big kick out, they try and get somebody at center, but then the spoil by Sean Burbank of the Demons. Burbank is in there. He soccers the ball ahead as he tries to grab it. Demons trying to work it toward their goals, but once again, here comes Golden Gate. Oh, sandwich there. One of their players wound up between a couple of Demons and went right to the turf. And they're going to stop play there, and I believe the player that was the subject of the sandwich play is going to get the free kick. Indeed he is. So far an early lead, not much of a kick there, and it winds up in Demon hands. Golden Gate LA up 6-0 right now. And mark almost taken, but it goes to ground, and once again Golden Gate is kicking it back as it heads toward the boundary line here. He's able to get it though, and Handball it off. Goes right into the hands of a Demon. And then handballs to another Demon, who is then taken. And let's see, do they call holding the ball or do they call the tackle, the fierce tackle? Got a player down here. Not sure who that is from the Demons. Let's see right now in there, we've got Rich Fuller, the club president. I believe I see Dave Petrino in there too. Dave Petrino right now tending to the injured player. Looks like he went down hard, maybe got the wind knocked out of him. Looking at this injury, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a bit with Stateside Footy goes to the Nationals.
Welcome to Fogels.
Beautiful, isn't it?
You expect options everywhere else. Why not with your medical treatment? Talk with your doctor to explore all your options and find what's right for you. Visit ahrq.gov.
Back to action now after that injury. The free kick resulting in a Demon's mark. PJ Devine has it and hands it back to a teammate, and Scheibels had it momentarily. It's kicked ahead though. And taken. Nice job there by the Demons, taking the defensive mark deep in their back pocket. And they kick it right to a member of the Golden Gate team, presenting it with a pretty good set shot inside their forward 50. And he kicks, and it's going towards the sticks. It's through. Another goal for Golden Gate LA. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-goal lead. Golden Gate doubling their advantage. Demons yet to score. Golden Gate LA now 2 straight 12. As we keep it rolling here. Once again, instead of getting set up for the ball up at center. Don't forget, after this, we do have another game for you on tap. The final game we'll be covering is this Nationals Tournament, as the Lady Demons, who are mixed in with the Columbus Jewelroos and the Baltimore-Washington Eagles, will face the Sacramento Screamers, who, looking over the scores right now, have yet to score a point in this competition. Demons try to hit to advantage in the ball up, and it goes out toward the Demons attacking into the ground. They're trying to bring it into attack right now, but then the ball is lost. They're able to pick it up off the ground and move it. Trying to get it toward their goals right now. Marking attempt is taken defensively, as Golden Gate was able to take the defensive mark and then kick it ahead. They couldn't find a target, so it just bounces a couple of times, taken by a Demon, but then jostled a little bit there and kicked up pretty much a straight kick. And the mark taken, had a Demon on him right there for the spoiling attempt, but that member of the Golden Gate team able to take it, and he's got it right now. And he kicks it ahead toward the forward 50. And we've got a mark. Marked by Golden Gate. Once again, you hear the winds picking up, and might hear a little bit from the plastic bag safety device attached to the camera too, so it doesn't get soaked if we have another downpour. The kick goes in and stopped right before it goes through the, would have gone through for a behind, but one of the Demons stopped it, knocked it out, tried to knock it to Demons' advantage, and they've got it now. I believe that was Sean Burbank, who just gets steamrolled afterwards. And he gets taken down. And now with it, I believe that's Matt Scheibels for the Demons. Kicks it ahead, looking for somebody there, and goes to ground off a couple of sets of hands. It's back on the ground now, everyone fighting for the crumbs. And we've got a mark, looks like deep in Demon attacking territory. But once again, the player who caught the ball is wearing a Golden Gate jumper. So it'll come back out. Demons have had it in their forward 50 a few times, but so far, to no avail, as they haven't been able to produce a single point. And right now they trail by 12 against this Golden Gate LA squad. As the ball is brought down to ground by the far boundary out on the center wing. And indeed it did go out. They have the boundary throw in now. And just a battle for it by the boundary line. Coming close again, but they do keep it in play. And now it's kicked and taken by a Demon off a bounce. And they try and kick it ahead now. And the mark is taken. Demons have it right now. And the kick over. And another mark. And they're going to try and work up the fat side of the ground. However, it's taken there. The mark taken by a member of the Golden Gate Club. He's given the free kick, and he puts it out towards center, just past the outstretched hands of a teammate. And now the Demons with it again. As the player there is dispossessed, the ball goes back to ground. And we have another whistle. Didn't see what the referee signaled, but it looked like the Demons will get a free kick, which they do. It's probably a little far out for a set shot to goal, but let's see if they can set somebody up close in front. Mark attempt comes down, and no one's able to come up with it. Big spoil by Golden Gate. Able to prevent the Demons' opportunity. And it looks like it's rolling toward that boundary line in the Demons' front pocket. And handballed over, but winds up in Golden Gate hands. They just try and kick it out. And they've got it now. Here they come. Whoop. Looks like we've got a holding the ball call against Golden Gate. Indeed we do. And it looks like Rich Fuller for the Demons will be taking the free kick. Let's see what the club president can do here. The Demons need points badly. They're down by 2 goals. And he kicks it in, goes towards the sticks. Stopped just short, though. Once again, a couple of players jump up, and they can't put it through again. The Demons squandering another chance to score when they've got the ball in their forward 50. And right now, they're pretty much battling through midfield as they try and get it back. And they try and kick it ahead. Held up, and the Golden Gate team has it again. Marked there by a Demon. Demons trail by 2 goals. They need points here. And kick comes in. Setting up for it right now. Once again, probably a little too far for a set shot, but maybe they can set somebody up in close with a mark. And the kick is straight and true, or Trayton Strew, or however you want to put it. It's been a long weekend, folks. Let's see here. Battle for it now as it once again did not escape the hands of the Golden Gate defenders. It was brought to ground before it went through the posts. Once again, another jaunt into the forward 50 of the Demons by the ball does not result in said ball going through the post for either a behind or a goal. So it stands 12-0 right now, Golden Gate over the Demons. However, Demons with a free kick right now. Bit of an angle and a bit long. We'll see what they can do here. Another kick. Looks to be headed in. And once again, it's knocked down and knocked away. Not even a behind. Golden Gate not even rushing the points here. They're just knocking it and taking it away, and now they're taking defensive marks too. Once again, the Golden Gate LA defense standing stout and keeping the Demons from really developing any opportunities. Handball now from the Demons. Knocked away and brought to ground. A couple players tackled there, and Golden Gate has it now. Handball over, and player can't hang on to it. It's fumbled. Goes to ground there. They've still got it. And, Burbank slips. Burbank had a chance to dispose of it, but you can see there's still some slick muddy spots in that ground. And he just went right down, but the Demons look to be given a free kick. Indeed it was, as P.J. Devine gets it off. And the mark taken there. And the Demons trying to get on the way. And spoil there as it goes to ground. And a bunch of people go to ground, and they'll call it, let's see here, boundary throw-in, as the ball did go over the far boundary line. Off the throw-in, the ball goes to ground, and the Demons try to move it ahead once again. Ball up in the air, goes past everybody. It's going to go out of bounds once again. Good result for the Demons, though, as it looks to be at their right half-forward flank for the boundary throw-in. First half of action here. You're watching Stateside Footy goes to the Nationals. We're here in Austin, Texas at the Onion Creek Soccer Complex, where right now the Golden Gate LA mixed team is ahead of the Demons by 2 goals. It's 2 straight 12, 2-0. And once again, the Demons try to advance it toward the goals. Golden Gate takes it away again, and they're on the move. Golden Gate is away. Big, long kick, and mark almost taken. Nice spoil there. I believe that was P.J. Devine for the Demons. making the spoil on that kick. That was a nice kick, and they had the guy on the lead, but all of a sudden Devine able to make the spoil there. And the kick goes in, and now the Demons' turn to be stout on defense, not allow any opportunities in their back 50. And the mark is taken by the Demons. Let's see who that was. I'm not sure. I believe that might have been Mike Shepard who took that kick. With it now. Oh, that's a nice move, but he can't completely get away. He had him by the jumper. And now it's kicked forward. And yes, that is Shepard. Mike Shepard, number 2. Kicks it forward. And it looks like it's out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. And the Demons' left forward pocket. Good result for the Demons. Hopefully they can make something happen with it. Throw him back in. Knocked out and kicked over. Heading for the sticks once again. Stopped by Golden Gate once again. And once again, they're not even rushing behind. They're just able to deflect the ball and get it back out. Ball in the air right now off a kick. Goes to ground. Actually, no, it's taken for a mark. Shepard, I believe, with the free kick. And he kicks it over, looking to set up somebody on the wing in one of the pockets. And did we get it? Let's see here. Did he get it? No, it's just thrown in off the boundary once again. And there's a little bit of a battle here, just jockeying for position as they ball it up deep in the Demons' forward pocket, almost by the boundary line. Demons have to watch out because if they hit it out, it's considered on the full. But they don't. And once again, it goes in front of the goals, and Golden Gate is able to knock it away. And the kick smothered. I believe that was Shepard once again trying to get a kick on goal. It was smothered by one of the Golden Gate club. Burbank has it now, but looks like it goes off the side of his foot. Goes to ground, comes back up, and now kicked out by Golden Gate. Big kick there, nobody there but Demon. Although pursued by one of the Golden Gate team, he kicks it toward the goals, and they've got it right now. Handball over, Golden Gate tackled, P.J. Devine. Big tackle there, dispossessed the Golden Gate player, and it goes back to ground now. Demons may be down by 2 goals right now, but they're just saying fight, fight, fight. They're sticking with this here. Golden Gate continuing their pressure up and down the ground. And the kick goes over everybody. Winds up in Demon hands. A little bit of a shake and bake move there, and he tries to kick it out. Can he find somebody there? Actually finds a whole bunch of people there, but probably not the people he was intending on in the first place. And it is kicked back now into the Golden Gate area. Looks like it's going to be out of bounds, and I believe I see it on the full indication, which means the Demons will get a free kick. Indeed they do. I believe the free kick will be taken by Matt Scheibels of the Demons. And he kicks it forward. And mark is taken there by Golden Gate. And they kick it up now. Ball goes to ground after a spoil. A bunch of players battle for it and just kicked ahead now. Back toward center. And now it's back toward the attacking zone once again of Golden Gate. And no one can get a really clean disposal off. As soon as people are picking it up, they're getting hit and dispossessed. Demons try and move it ahead now. They try a handball out. They had Ari Jonik in there too, waiting for a handball, but they weren't able to do it. Free kick awarded to Golden Gate. And P.J. Devine almost took it there. Not quite. Ball goes to ground once again. P.J. Devine has it now. Handball's up past Jonik, past everybody, actually winds up in Golden Gate hands. And he was able to sidestep and get through, and there's a kick deep in the zone now, but it's taken by the Demons. I believe that's, looks like Matt Garofalo with that one, who kicks it out. Jonick giving chase. Also in there, it looks like Shepard. Shepard taken down from behind, and it looks like he's going to get called for holding the ball. Indeed, he does. Free kick going to Golden Gate. Big tackle there. Scheibel's there wanting to make sure that he didn't make any mistake on that handing off the ball to the gentleman getting the free kick. Because if you do that, you can get a 50 called against you. And right now, the Demons do not need to give up a 50. In fact, they don't need to give up anything. They need to start scoring. And goes through once again. Brought to ground. Bunch of people there. It looks like it's going to be tied up. I think they'll ball it up. Indeed, there was. The umpire picks up the ball. And it's knocked, hit out to advantage by the Demons. Nice job there in the ruck. Harry Jonick has it now. And he just makes a long kick down through the center wing. Giving chase there is Fuller. Can he get to it in time? He can't get a good handle on it, but he's able to just jog it forward and then try to soccer it back to Shepard. And I think we have a free kick there. Who gets the kick? I believe it's going to be Golden Gate. Indeed it is. So once again, Golden Gate getting another free kick. And the Demons once again another unproductive trip into their forward 50. And everything goes to ground now. The ball, people, everything. Once again, you see some wet, muddy spots on that ground. And people are going down. Quite a bit, actually. And the free kick given to Golden Gate. Probably for high contact in the middle of that last scrum. And it's knocked right into the hands of a Demon. He kicks it ahead, looking for somebody, and oh, it's just spoiled by Golden Gate. Kick back. Scheibels tries to take the mark. Who gets it? Two players had it. They were fighting for it. Well, as far as who's going to get it, it doesn't matter because that's the halftime whistle. And the score stands after one half of action. Golden Gate LA mixed team, 2 goals straight, 12 points. And the Boston Demons combined team, nothing. We'll be back next with second half action. You're watching Stateside Footy goes to the Nationals.
Welcome home, man.
Ball back at center now as we are getting ready for the second half of action in this game. Once again, right now the Demons yet to score. Golden Gate with 2 goals, so they lead 12-0. And they're getting set to toss it up. Up it goes, and we have the second half underway. And it's knocked to ground. Demons try and hit out to advantage. And it's soccered ahead by Golden Gate. Giving chase right now. Member of the Demons. He's taken down, hauled down heavily by a member of the Golden Gate team. And then they try and soccer it ahead. Golden Gate still got it, though. Right now they're in their forward pocket. Teams have changed ends. And we've got a whistle. I believe it may have gone out of bounds. I believe we will have a boundary throw-in. And I believe in the front there we have Dennis Ryan, who is one of the sponsors and founders of the Footy Kids program, which basically is a mirror of the AFL's Auskick program. His program looks to teach Australian rules football to school kids in the United States. Dennis Ryan, a member of the Baltimore-Washington club. And we've seen him a few times this year. So hi, Dennis. Kick in, smothered. Man on the mark got his hands up and was able to block the kick. Ball goes to ground in front of the Golden Gate attacking goal. Ball is still on the ground. There's a huge scrum for it. And it's kicked for a goal, it looks like. And for the Boston Demons mixed team right now, the hole gets deeper and harder to climb out of because, once again, Golden Gate has kicked another goal. So now the Demons trail 3 straight 18-0. Demons needed to put some points together, and hurriedly. With just about 2 minutes gone in the second half of action. Don't forget, we've got women's footy next as they toss it up. And once again, the Demons trying to hit out to advantage. Kicked back toward the attacking end for Golden Gate. Goes to ground. And the Demons trying to work their way out. Ball going the wrong way for the Demons, though. And we've got a whistle. Looks like it went out of bounds. A huge tackle, too. So the Demons will have the free kick. And the mark is taken. Demons trying to put some short routes together. What you would call in American football some dink and dunk passes. And the mark taken by the Demons, and they're trying to move it out. Now, big mark there taken. Number 27. Not sure if I recognize him or not, but it was a heck of a mark. And the kick is taken, and it's continuing and kicked right ahead for the Demons as they move it toward the goals. The kick there going towards the sticks, and it's taken for a mark just before it gets to the goal again. Heartbreaking result for the Demons mixed team. They had it so close. The kick was on goal. It was heading right between the sticks, and a Golden Gate player got in there. Talk about a way to set up your structures. Goodness, they had somebody. It seems that any time a kick has gone near those goal sticks, they've had somebody right there where they've been able to take it down. Basically, if you're going to kick a goal against this team, you got to put it sky high. Sky high and without a doubt. And right now, the Demons need to start doing that. Almost 4 minutes gone as the mark is taken there. Almost 4 minutes gone in the second half. Demons with a set shot right around their forward 50. Once again, you got to kick it high. And they did kick this one high, and I believe it's a goal. Indeed it is. 2 flags. After many tries and many after many times getting thwarted, I should say, was trying to find a way to put that into a proper form. It's one of those things, once the words leave your mouth, just forget it. But anyway, they were thwarted on many occasions trying to put it through the sticks. They finally get it through. So the Demons are finally on the scoreboard. We've had 4 scoring shots so far in this game. They've all been majors. Right now, 3 majors for Golden Gate, 1 for the Demons. So the score stands 3 straight 18 to 1 straight 6. The Demons, of course, the amalgam of Boston reserves plus some reserves from San Diego and Seattle. And they try and advance it once again. But it's taken by Golden Gate. Golden Gate on the move once again. They kick it forward. And giving chase, and it looks like they're going to get it. And the kick is in from their own half-forward flank on the left side. And it goes out right around their left front pocket. It'll be a boundary throw-in. Good result for Golden Gate, but then the Demons try and take it out, and we have a free kick going to the Demons. Trying to make something happen here. They've got somebody on the lead, but however, kick didn't have enough on it and fell right into the hands of a Golden Gate player. And then he kicks it out. Looks like it's on the full. So the Demons will get a free kick there. At their right halfback flank, I believe that might be Joe Connor with the kick there. And mark taken by the Demons. Kicked up. Goes to ground. There's a spoil there. Taken away by Golden Gate again. And they just soccer it ahead. Looking to put it once again toward their forward 50. And it goes out of bounds, but it was a rolling ball, which means obviously a boundary throw-in. Boundary throw-in just about at their front right forward pocket. So another good result for Golden Gate. Waiting for the throw-in now. Up it goes. And it's knocked down. Demons try to hit out to advantage, but right now, basically a whole bunch of people just fighting for the crumbs. And we'll have another whistle. Looks like they'll ball it up. And up it goes again. Demons doing good on the hitouts. They just can't do anything with them once they're knocked out. Oh, we've got a player taken down, tripped, I believe. And so it looks like the Demons will get the free kick there. Indeed, that's what's going to happen. Kick goes up. Goes to ground. Demon was just about there, but then it was soccered away by one of the Golden Gate players. And they kick it once again, and they try and go on the attack. And Demon's there, and he'll just see it over. So once again, a boundary throw in on the Golden Gate half of the field. Knocked out of the ruck by Golden Gate. No clear advantage yet, but now here come the Demons with it. Kick ahead. Trying to set up a mark, can't do it. And Golden Gate have numbers around the ball, so they'll be able to take it. However, bad pass there and a crash. A couple of players crash into each other. And still on the ground. Bunch of players going over it. Harry Jonick picks it up now. He's able to handball it over. Get it to that looks like Adam Shippers. And handball once again. Taken by Golden Gate and then taken by the Demons. And kicked out. Oh, mark taken by the Demons. Big kick in toward the sticks. It's going to be spoiled and go to ground. And once again, Golden Gate turning away the opportunity. However, it's marked and taken by the Demons. Didn't see who got the mark. Kicked up toward the sticks, and I believe we've got a behind there. Indeed we do. First minor score of the game. And it goes to the Demons. They close in a little bit, but obviously they need a few more major scores, not just minors. The lead now 11 points for Golden Gate. They lead 3 straight 18 to 117. And Golden Gate ready to take the kick in. And they do. And it comes down. Nice spoiling attempt there. Good contest, but it goes to ground. And it's going to stay there, and I think we'll have a ball up. No, holding the ball. Free kick to the Demons. Maybe the Demons can capitalize on this and stack up some quick points. Actually, I'm sorry, I thought he was pointing. He was pointing to the mark when he was indicating. So he indicated the kick to the Golden Gate team. I didn't see the umpire until he pointed at the mark, and I thought he was signaling free kick to the Demons. So the Golden Gate has it now, and they bring it pretty much all the way down their attacking end of the ground to the front pocket on the left-hand side. And then we've got what looks to be another boundary throw-in, or is it a free kick? Looks to be a free kick for Golden Gate. Demons have scored the last 7 points unanswered. Let's see what Golden Gate does here. They try and set it up in front. And the mark is taken. I believe Golden Gate's got it, so it'll be a pretty simple set shot. So it looks like the Demons' point streak may have just ended. That did go high and through, but which post did it go through? Waiting for determination from the goal umpire. And that's a single, so they get that point back. So now it's 3-1-19 for Golden Gate, and they lead the Demons now 3-1-19 to 1-1-7. Just over 9 minutes out from full time, and the Demons working to get back into this. They trail right now by 2 goals. And another free kick given to Golden Gate. Mark taken. Got to hand it to Golden Gate. They've taken some really nice marks today and done an incredible job in their back 50, keeping that ball away from the sticks. Oh, badly shanked kick, and it's spoiled by the Demons. That was a gimme, but the kick went right off the side of his foot. It's definitely not where he wanted it to go, I would say. Probably just wanted to kick it straight through. And it goes, it looks like it's going to go through for another behind. So once again, Golden Gate adding to their lead. 3-2-20 now. And the kick in, taken by the Demons. And the Demons are looking to move it up the field now. A little bit of a sidestep there, and a big kick, trying to get somebody on the lead there. And the ball goes to ground. He's wrapped up. And I believe, I don't know if that was high tackle or what, but seems Andrew Byrne got pinged for it. Oh, big collision there at center. Couple of players. That's what I call a shepherd. And once again, kicked toward the Golden Gate attacking goals. And they're still battling for it. Finally goes out of play and out of bounds. So they will have a boundary throw in. And with it now, the Demons trying to work with it. Move it up to ground. They only have 7 points. They trail by 13. And battle for it at center. Soccer ahead by Golden Gate. And winds up going to ground. A Demon gets it now. He tries to kick it out towards center. Golden Gate player can't take the mark. He just handballs it behind him. No one there but Demons. Luckily, they can't field it cleanly. And it's soccered ahead. Once again, back down the Golden Gate attacking end of the field. Kick goes up. And a mark is taken. Once again, Golden Gate with a chance to expand upon their lead here. As they've got the free kick there. Angle's a little bit of a challenge, but they're within range. Looks like it's going right through, though. That's a goal. No doubt about that. You could see that from here. So they're bringing it back up to center. Huge blow for the Demons now as they fall behind another goal. 4-2-26 now. Demons once again only with 7 points. As we see Matt Scheibels there of the Demons walking by, getting set to take his place once again. Ari Jonik out there as well for the D's. Once again, we don't have definitive player information for either team, so we're just trying to do what we can and identify the Demons we can. Most of those are going by basic recognition, not even jumper numbers, because those can change. So, to the other folks I haven't mentioned yet, please accept my apologies. I'm not giving you short shrift. As the ball goes to the far side of the ground, toward the boundary. Kept in play, though. It's by the goals now. And the Demons try and move it. They come through center. And trying to get it out to the wing now. And the Demons have numbers. Looks like that's Shepard with it now. Shepard with a big kick in towards goal. And it looks like he's missed. Did it make it at least over the behind post, or do we have a kick out on the full? Nope, one flag's going out, so Shepard was able to get the minor score on that one. So now the score is Golden Gate 4-2-26. And the Demons 1-2-8. Demons trailing once again by 3 goals. So pretty much back to the same situation we were after the Golden Gate squad kicked their first goal of the second half. There have been some scores back and forth, but we're back to the point where right now the Demons trail by 18 points, but the kick coming into their forward 50 now. Marking attempt spoiled. And Golden Gate trying to move it into attack. On the ground now, a bunch of players going after it. A bunch of players rolling around, and we'll see what happens here. Looks like they're just going to ball it up. And indeed they are. Knocked ahead by the D's. Right into the hands of one of the Golden Gate players, though. And then kicked by a Demon out into space. Nobody there but us Golden Gate folks, rather. And let's see, we've got another whistle. And another boundary throw-in comes in now. Got up right into the hands of a Demon. And Golden Gate's got it now. Handball pass over. And they're trying to escape from their back 50, but it's out on the full. Demons will get the free kick. Demons try and set up their numbers in front. And let's see. Mark is taken. It looks like Adam Shippers took that one. And a big kick in toward the sticks. And it looks like it's going to be kept in play. So one of the Demons has it. Tries to handball it, and the kick goes in toward the goal area. However, it's taken and kicked, and that's a goal. Off the ground, they just grabbed it quickly and were able to pick it up for their second major score of the day. And once again, now the Demons trail by 2 goals. 4-2-26 to 2-2-14. However, time is running out. They need 2 goals to tie this thing up. Don't forget, this is Australian rules football. There are no 2-point conversions here. You get 6 and that's it. You're going to go back and do it again. Goes up. Hit forward to advantage by the Golden Gate Club. And that ball gets lost in the sea of bodies. Around a minute to go now in this match. And Demons kick smothered. Golden Gate now, they've got someone free, they handball it, and they've got it now, they're on the move. They are away. Big kick in, and the mark is taken. Golden Gate with a setup. I believe the gentleman here, one of the legends of this club, kicks it in, and it's just missed, and it comes back out. Oh, it goes right off of him. And we've got free kick, look like pulling the jumper. So Golden Gate will get another free kick. Depending on how long they take, this could be at the final whistle. We're still setting up the free kick there. And he kicks it now, and it looks like it's going straight through. It is. And that's a goal. And that's the final whistle. Got it in right before the final whistle. And we have our final score. Huge amount of action. And the final score here at the ground. It's the Golden Gate LA mixed team, 32. And the Demons 14. And that's the goal. I thought it was a goal before, but it was actually a mark taken right in front. And one of their players is getting carried off the field. And I believe I'd heard the story. I didn't get the gentleman's name, but I believe this is his last game as a member of this footy club. So nice way to get it to him and give him that kick at the last minute. So what wound up happening was that previous kick was not a goal, but since the mark was awarded right before the final whistle, he had it right in front, kicked that final goal, and gave us the final score once again. Golden Gate LA, 5 goals, 2 behinds, 32 points. And the Demons, 2 goals, 2 behinds, 14 points. Coming up next, we've got more footy action for you. It's the women as the Jillaroos mixed team featuring the Demons, the Eagles, and the Jillaroos take on the Sacramento Screamers. That's coming up next in the second half of our final installment of Stateside Footy Goes to the Nationals.
Today, we gather to recognize the selfless decision of one of the most influential women of our time. The woman who, after having one too many drinks, chose not to drive home buzzed. Here today to honor Rachel is the family whose lives she spared.
Getting set to put it up in just a little bit here. Everyone's getting in their positions now. The umpire is getting everyone where they should be. And he's getting the ball too, which is a pretty helpful thing if you're going to be umpiring an Aussie Rules football game. You need an Aussie Rules football for people to kick around. Otherwise, if you don't have a ball, it's kind of hard to score and play the game. But he's got it now. The ball goes up. And the clock is started, and we are underway. And the Screamers come out with it quick, kicking it out to advantage. And getting it to their attacking zone. Handball there. But then it's taken. One of the Jillaroos in there on defense. And now everyone's pretty much in there. It's just a giant scrum, and the ball's on the ground. Now it's out and goes out. Handball now, Jillaroos, and they are on the way. Big kick along the boundary line. Goes over everybody. It's a foot race, and I believe that is Eileen Gagan. And let's see, we've got holding the ball call. And so the free kick will be going to the Jillaroos. So the Jillaroos with the free kick from their right center wing as more rain begins to fall here in Austin. Kick goes in. And spoiled by one of the Screamers. She doesn't really field it cleanly, though. And the Jillaroos have it now. There's Reel again. She handballs it off. It's back to Gagan now. Gagan kicks it ahead. And the mark is taken by one of the Sacramento players. Right in front of the Jillaroos' goals. Can't handle it, though. Jillaroo has it now. She's right in front. She's getting pretty much just absolutely taken off of everything there. And let's see, I need to get a jumper number here. She kicks through and let's see. I believe that's a, did that go through? Or is that a mark? I believe it's a mark. Lydia Holt took the mark. And she plays on. And she kicks a goal. Jillaroos draw first blood. And I believe it was Lydia Holt who scored the first, kicked the first goal in the last match too for the Jillaroos. So Jillaroos out to an early lead, 1 straight 6. Screamers yet to score. Actually, the Screamers have yet to score for the entire tournament. And let's see, the other player who had it there, that's looks like number 5, so that would be Renee. As floating around a little bit there. And it goes to ground off of the ball up. And Sacramento now with it, trying to kick it out to advantage. Goes along the ground, Jen Vogel there. And she goes after the ball. A couple of other players have it now too. And they battle, and Sacramento trying to work with it. And trying to kick it anyway towards their forward attacking zone. With it now, that's Reel. Reel handballs it out, and looks like the Jillaroos are on the move. Up. Holding the ball against the Jillaroos. Screamers will get the free kick. And the kick goes up and comes down between everybody. But it's taken by the Jillaroos, and they're off now. Mark is taken. Nice job there. I believe that was Gagan. A little bit of contact after she took the mark. Gagan's asking for 50 here. And the player on the mark seems to be a little ahead of the mark, but nothing's been said yet, so they're just going with it. Kick goes over everyone's head, and it winds up going to ground in the hands of one of the Screamers, but she didn't have really opportunity to dispose of the ball, so it'll just be balled up. and hit out to advantage by the Jillaroos. And a bunch of shepherding going on. Let's see who can get to the ball. It would be Sacramento, and they kick it ahead. But here come the Jills now. Kick ahead. And we've got whistle. They'll just ball it up. And once again, there's a battle for it. And it looks like they'll tie it up once again. That's all they're going to do. And the kick comes up, and it goes down. Battling for it right now. That's got a couple of the players in there. Let's see. Looks like we've got a ball-up situation once again. Indeed we do. And they're going after it right now. That's Cujo, Christy Joe for the Jillaroos. Taken out now. And let's see what's going on here. Free kick, I believe it's going to be awarded to the Jillaroos. And it goes to Renee. Renee kicks it up, and it rolls on the ground. Nobody with a clear advantage in numbers, although the Jillaroos right now are trying to move it. Sacramento gets it, but they can't do anything with it. And once again, we have another scrum. Emily Reel's got it now. Kicks it out toward the boundary. Sacramento gets it, and it's taken by Reel, who handballs it back. And the Jillaroos now looking to make something happen. And we've got a race to the goals. And looks like we'll have a boundary throw in. The Jillaroos left front pocket. And it's knocked out, winds up almost in Sacramento hand, but then it's knocked free. And she's tackled and dispossessed now. And they've got it back to Gagan now. Gagan kicks it toward goal. And it looks like, let's see, we've got a whistle. And it looks like it's going to be, oh, must have gone out on the full because Sacramento now has it. And goes out of bounds. Looks like we'll have a boundary throw in. And it comes and kicked away by Sacramento. However, the mark is taken right there. And let's see here. Jillaroos with an opportunity to add to their lead. Kick goes through, and that's another goal. The Jillaroos double up now and increase their lead. 2 straight 12 to nothing. Nice job once again there by the Jillaroos. You can hear the Screamers faithful in the background trying to rally their team. About 8 minutes gone in this first half of action. So far, 2 major scores, both by the Jillaroos. And up it goes. Knocked over there and taken by Sacramento. They kick it ahead, trying to move it into attack. But it's taken. Defensive mark by the Jillaroos. And kicked up and taken. Defensive mark by Sacramento. Nice job there. Outstretched hands able to hang on to it. And the kick goes up and goes to ground between everybody.
Go for goals! Go for goals!
Here we go. They're trying to kick it toward the goal. Looks pretty good. And it's going to go through. The Screamers have their first points of the tournament, and they do it in a rather convincing way. Nice kick there for the major score. And they just cut the Jillaroos lead in half. It's now 12-6. 2 straight 12 for the Jillaroos. One straight 6 for the Screamers, which has turned their fans into Screamers. Pretty psyched about the whole proceeding, I think. And once again, they get set to ball it up at center. And it's hit out to advantage once again by Sacramento. But then, we've got a tackle, but they're still able to escape and move with it. Mark taken in close. This could be another shot toward goal. Oh, in really close. This could very well be a gimme for the Screamers. Let's see what we've got here. And kick goes and stop right in front. I think Agilaroo got her hands on it. And they're not going to rush it through. They're trying to take it out. Trying to get it out of danger. Sometimes they'll just rush it through the sticks to rush the behind and get the kick in. But in this case, they're fighting. They're battling. And they're still backed up. At this point, we've got a whistle. And I think it's going to be a balled up right between the right goal post and the right behind post. And hit back to advantage and then off to Reel, who then gets taken down. I believe the ball's going to roll out of bounds, so we'll have another boundary throw in. Good result for these Screamers as it's still in their front pocket, their right forward pocket. Coming in and taking the ground, but the Screamers have it once again. And the ball is loose, kicked ahead by Agilaroo and taken, defensive mark. Screamers once again. And that kick, probably not where she wanted to put that one. It's being chased, and right now the Jills have numbers there. And they'll just advance it and touch it down and kick it up. And the mark taken by the Jillaroos. They're on the move here. Trying to get somebody in position, set something up in front. Kick there. Oh, she was pushed from behind. And the free kick's going to go to Sacramento. That marking contest. Thanks, honey. As we mentioned, the weather's made things a little challenging here this weekend. But nonetheless, we're persevering and bringing you as much footy action as we can. And the ball going to ground now. Got to be honest, in this blur, I have no idea who's got it. Free kick going to Sacramento, however. Sacramento, it seems right now, getting the lion's share of the free kicks. Not doing the lion's share of the scoring, however. Once again, the Jills with the numbers try and get it out. I believe that's Emily Reel in the middle of the action again. Big surprise there. Here come the Jillaroos. Big kick up. Looking for somebody, anybody. And let's see. Lydia Holt with a tackle there. Nice job by one of the newest Lady Demons. And battle for it along the ground. Just try and handball it out. Reel, handball's over. And it's Gagan now with it. Gagan kicks it ahead. And it's heading for the sticks. Bounces a little bit. And let's see. Looks like we've had a score. When do we have it? It's a minor score. Jillaroos added behind to their 2 goals. It's now 2-1-13. Screamers still at 1 straight 6. And they'll take a kick in right now from their back goal square. And kick in, not fielded by anybody. Looks like it just rolled out of bounds. Once again, this is the first half of the final match that we're covering here as our Stateside Footy goes to the National Special. Wraps up, or at least starts to get wrapped up. Kick goes out, and the mark taken. That's Eileen Gagan again. Her kick goes a little wide, but then it bends back, and it goes through. That's another goal. 3-1-19 now for the Jillaroos. Screamers still stuck with that one, that single goal, that single major, 1 straight 6. I'll tell you, I've been giving Emily Real a lot of attention, but in there too, I've got to mention Eileen Gagan. Every time it seems you turn around, if it's not Emily with the ball, it's Eileen. I'm hoping that's not skewed by the fact that I easily recognize both of them. I'm praying that is not the case. Like I said before, it's hard to make out the numbers on these Jillaroo jerseys, so I'm trying to see if I can identify as many people as possible. For instance, in front of there right now is number 4. That's actually, it says Andy Williams here on the roster, but I just saw Andy Williams in street clothes walking along the ground. So that's not her, so I don't know who this is. But let's see, we've got a free kick going out to Sacramento, it looks like. And they'll just kick it up. And taken down there, they want to push in the back. They're not going to get it, and Eileen Gagan, I believe, is going to take it again. She kicks it up. And we've got to kick in toward the goals now. And looks like it goes to ground. It is on the ground, though. Jillaroo's trying to get a kickoff. They can't. Taking the ground, dispossessed, and the ball once again rolling on the grass. Just under 5 minutes out from halftime. And still a battle for it. Moving it slowly but surely towards the sticks. At this point, they're going to rush it behind by like carrying 5 people over the line. Ooh, almost a collision there. Gagan's got it now. She handballs it over. And the kick there. I believe that was number 5. That was Renee again. And we've got a whistle, and they're setting up for a free kick. Question is, who's got the free kick? Assuming it's the way everyone's spreading out, I'm assuming it would be the Sacramento squad, and I'm right. Kick goes to ground off the hands of one of the players in back there. All right. Let's see. Ball it up once again. Out on the center wing. And just soccered ahead now, trying to get it to some form of advantage for either squad. Still a battle between the Jillaroos and the Screamers for it. I think they're just going to ball it up again. Indeed they do. Get out to advantage. Getting it there for the Jillaroos. Let's see. She's taken down, but the Jillaroos appear to be away now. Big kick. Drops right in front of Lydia Holt. But then she takes down the Sacramento player, and the Jillaroos continue their attack. And we've got a whistle. Another free kick has been assessed. This time, it is assessed to the Jillaroos. So the Jills will have this free kick right now. And it's kicked up, but then Sacramento takes it out. Mark is taken. Nice job there. I believe that's Emily Real once again. And she just makes a big kick. Tries to get it in, can't do it, but they've got it now. On the run, kicks towards the sticks, and that's another goal! Jillaroos starting to pile it on a little bit here late in the first half. So they bring it back to a center now to ball it up once again. And the Jillaroos have extended their lead. They now lead by 19 points. Score right now, 4 goals, 1 behind, 25 points. Screamers still on that 1 straight 6. So the Jillaroos have poured it on. And they continue to pour it on. Coming out of that rucking contest. And they've got numbers right now. But it's taken by Sacramento. They're able to kick it ahead. Out of danger. And, oh, it's taken down and holding the ball. Free kick, Jillaroos. Sacramento player hung onto it a little long and got tackled. So she gets pinged for holding the ball. Jewelleroos get the free kick. I believe that's real once again. And Jewelleroos trying to get numbers down there where the ball is. Kicked up by Sacramento. And defensive mark attempt, it wasn't taken, but results in a really nice spoil. I believe Gagan was in the middle of that one. And Real kicks it ahead now. And it bounces on the ground in front of one of the other players. The battle for it now. Kick back. And taken by Sacramento. That's the mark in the free kick. Kick up ahead. Easy mark. I don't know if they really did much to advance the ball on that one. Gonna try moving it toward the sticks. Taken again. But they're definitely going to have urgency on their side. The clock is running out. In fact, it has run out. That's the end of first half action here. And the last game of our Stateside Footy goes to the National Series. And we'll take you to halftime with the score. The Jewelleroos, 4 goals, 1 behind, 25 points. And the Screamers, 1 goal, 6 points. We'll be back with second half action next. You're watching Stateside Footy goes to the Nationals.
Hey, how's it going?
Sir, are you okay?
What? Oh, this? It's probably nothing. I'm sure it'll go away.
Go away? But, sir, that can't be good.
No, it's cool, really.
Do you want a napkin or something?
Everything's fine. Thanks.
You wouldn't ignore this. So why ignore the signs of a stroke? At the first warning signs, call 911 immediately. Because time lost is brain lost.
Getting set once again to put it up. Jewelleroos up 25-6 at the half as we get set to start the second half of action here. Referee just making sure everyone else is in place. The umpire's getting set. And he's about to ball it up. There we go. He's just about set to do it. Clock is running, and we are back and off to play footy. Obviously, we've swapped sides, so now the Jewelleroos are going to the goal to the right. And that's an early kick. And will it roll to the goals? It'll be close, but I think it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Lydia Holt up there playing the full forward. No, actually, it's still in bounds. It is still in play. And the Jewelleroos trying to make something happen, but right now Sacramento's got numbers, but they can't advance the ball out of that area. Goes to ground with a couple of players, and they'll just ball it up as possession was in dispute. Up it goes. Knocked over, and now the Jills have another shot. Oh, it's smothered, though, it looked like. Smothered right in front. Sometimes there are so many people in front of that goal area, it can be tough. It's kicked there, and let's see, was that a behind, or would that wind up going out on the full? We're about to find out. And boundary throw in, actually. So it did go out of bounds, but it didn't go out on the full. And kicked over. It looks like it's going to go back out of bounds. Nope, kept in still. And Sacramento tries to move it, but it's intercepted by a couple of Jewelleroos. Can't get it to the boot, though. It still goes along the ground. This is the key. You want points, you got to kick it. You can't just punch it through the posts. You got to kick it to get that 6. And let's see. Lydia kicks it. I believe that was her. She got it more or less on the fly and put it right through. And I see another 2 flags. So right off the bat, after the half, the Jewelleroos add another goal. 5-1-31 now. With just about 2 minutes gone in the second half. They get set to bring it back out to center now. And they'll ball it up, and we'll go after it once again. So this is it, last half of action. Then we pack up the tents for the Stateside Footy goes to the Nationals. Actually, I do a little bit of post-game commiserating with the Demons and some of the post-game activities there, and some other activities going on tonight in Austin. And then tomorrow we start the long road trip home, as we have Looks like a ball up being awarded. Indeed it is. Well, technically, I wouldn't say a ball up is awarded because really no one gets the ball. It's just tossed up. But let's see here. It's kicked by Sacramento. And nice spoil there. Didn't see who made that spoil, but the Jillaroos have it now. And the ball goes to ground. Jillaroos have numbers. Christina Calvillo in there. She gets knocked off the ball. Nice little shepherd there by Sacramento. In there now, that's Renee again, along with Emily Reel. Also in there, we've got number 3. That's a Judith Stein, who is a member of the Baltimore-Washington team. And also 10 in there, which is, of course, Eileen Gahagan again. Using this opportunity while the numbers are close, trying to identify as many as possible. Jen Vogel in there as well now for the Jillaroos. And the ball is heading toward the boundary line as the Jillaroos try and maintain the ball in attack mode. I hear a whistle. I think we're going to have a boundary throw in, or is it going to be just a ball up? It'll be a ball up. And it's knocked out by Sacramento. But then, oh, nice defensive mark taken there. I think that was Eileen Gagan who took that. Probably a little long for a set shot, but let's see what she can put together. Big booming kick. And it goes in the middle. I believe it goes to ground. And now there's a huge battle for it. And I believe they're going to ball it up in tight. They are indeed. And Sacramento gets it. They try and kick it out. And they're still trying, but looks like it's going to be out on the full. So as a result, Jillaroos will have a free kick. Free kick coming in. Oh, just over the head of Renee. But then there's another whistle. There might have been something in the rucking contest. I believe Sacramento's going to get the free kick. And the marking attempt spoiled there. So here we go again. Taken by Sacramento. They try and kick it out. The kick is smothered. A whole bunch of people looking for that ball. A whole bunch of Jillaroos and a whole bunch of Screamers. And let's see, coming back up the ground, but now kicked back in by the Jillaroos, heading for the goals now, and they kick it again, and oh, it hit the post! Kick in, it hit the post, it'll be a behind. 5-2-32 now. Another poster, we've seen our share of those this year. Obviously the most famous of which gets seen on the Footy Show in Australia, one of the big stateside footy highlights of the year, along with the interviews with the ambassador to Australia. That's the Australian ambassador to the U.S., I should say, and also AFL ambassador Brett Kirk. It's been a big year for the show, a lot of highlights. Thanks for tuning in, being part of it. Coming off that last throw in, we've got a battle. Both places, right now, both teams going at it. And once again, we'll have a ball up for it. And let's see, moves up now. However, Sacramento is able to kick it. Didn't go long enough for a mark, that's why they didn't pay it. And once again, the Jillaroos try and move it to their advantage. Gagan has it now. Gagan with a big kick in toward the sticks. Giving chase is Lydia Holt. Kick to her right in front. Oh, but one of the Sacramento players gets it first. And I believe they're pretty much, I thought they had no choice to put the Russians through for a behind, but they keep it in play. But now it's kicked by a Jillaroo. And it was kicked right across the face of the goal. And it went out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. A couple of those so close but yet so far scenarios for the Jillaroos. They still lead this game right now by a pretty good margin. And we've got a bit of a whistle here. Right now the Jewelroos up by 4-2 for a total of a 26-point lead. And Real with the big kick in towards Lydia Holt, who takes the mark. And once again, Lydia Holt proving her value up at full forward. Let's see if she can kick another goal for the Jewelroos. Oh, she shanks it, and it's out on the full. Doesn't even make it to the behind post. Free kick, Sacramento. Oh my goodness. Thought for sure that one was a gimme. Instead it was more like a gimme some antacid. All right, meanwhile, Sacramento tries to move the ball once again to attack. It's taken there. Defensive mark, and Emily Real. More like Emily Unreal, because she's been everywhere. And she makes a big kick. And it lands right on an old scrum of Jewelroos and also Screamers. And it comes out now and back to ground. I think Vogel might have been in on that tackle, Jen Vogel, for the Jewelroos. Jen Vogel, of course, one of the founding members of the Lady Demons. She's done a lot of work getting these girls ready and up to the task. Definitely gonna tip my hat to her. Mark almost taken in front. There's a possession in front. Let's see. It's put toward the sticks, but then taken again by Sacramento. Stop there. Real's got it now. Real kicks toward goal, and can't kick it high and far enough. Wow. And let's see. Mark is taken there by the Jewelroos. Jewelroos up by 26 right now. We're just about at the halfway point of the second half. And up you go. And it's knocked down right before it gets to the sticks again. A lot of that going on today. Ball's going toward the sticks that are knocked down by a concerted effort by the defensive team. So once again, it goes up. And the kick comes out. And coming in here. Whoop. That's number 18. That's Karen Stabline, another member of the Baltimore-Washington Eagles that just came by to play the ball. All right, it goes, let's see, back to ground. Still to ground. And the kick goes out. Mark, taken. Yep, they're going to pay it. Very nice mark by Sacramento. And big kick. A lot of momentum behind it. And it's taken for a mark. All right, let's see here. Free kick. Taken by the Jewelroos, but then marked by a member of the Screamers. So she takes it now and tries to kick it to where they've got numbers. Ball goes to the far boundary line. And we're still trying to determine what happened after that. I believe we might have a boundary throw in. And goes up, and no one can gain clear advantage right now. All right, let's see here. Another ball up. And it comes out and goes back to ground. Sacramento's got it now. They make a kick toward the sticks. It's going to bounce, going to roll, it's going to hit the post. First minor score for the Screamers. First score they've had all second half. It's now 1-1-7. Looked like it was rolling the right way, but the last second just caught that post. If you hit the post, kick it or not, it's a behind. And goes right over a couple of heads. And there comes Emily Reel. She was in there. Boundary throw-in back in now. And Jillaroos working now. Big kick in. Oh, falls before Gagan, but she's able to retrieve it. All right, kick shot from the Jillaroos. Mark taken. They're going to play on and give it a bounce. And the kick goes far and probably not where they intended that kick to go. Goes to ground. There's a battle for it. And looks like the kick is going to Sacramento. And indeed it does. They kick it up to Mark taken. They kick back. All right, let's see here. More action as the kick goes towards the sticks. It's going to roll, and it's going to go not quite there. Stops just short. Still in play, though. Kick attempt there smothered. They battle for it just in the pocket outside the goalposts. And it looks like we'll have another boundary throw-in, which indeed we do. Boundary throw-in comes. And it's kicked back, and now Sacramento has, at least they did have it temporarily. And still a battle for it. Goes on the ground. Right now it would appear that Sacramento's got numbers, but the Jillaroos get in there as well. Ball is still loose. They can't call a ball up yet. The ball is still loose. No one's got clean possession of it. It's not tied up between anybody. And now it's a kick out for Sacramento. Oh, it bounces off the wrong edge of the ball and comes back. Sacramento able to clean it up, though, and pick up their own crumbs. And they can't kick and mark, though. The Jillaroos can't take advantage, but now they can. Jillaroos are on the march. They come over. And let's see here. Kick looks like it's going towards the sticks, and looks like a goal. Another one. Indeed it was. The Jillaroos are in full overdrive now. 6-2-38. Nice job, Jills. About 4.5 minutes left to go in the match. And I would pretty much say the Jillaroos have this one decisively in the bank. They're home. So they take 5th place overall in Division III. They were just a point away from the finals. That's the sad part. The finals were just a point away. And that's mark taken by Sacramento. And free kick is paid, though. And let's see, she's setting up for that free kick. Up it goes, and goes in between everybody, goes to ground. No clean possessor yet. Looks like the Jillaroos are out with it, and they are. Here comes Reel with it once again. Reel kicks it ahead. Taken by one of the Screamers. Ooh, hard play. No whistle, though. The ball's still loose. Still loose. It's on the ground. Jillaroos trying to work with it now. They're being harassed 10 ways to Sunday by this Screamer team. And we've got a whistle, and it looks like they'll ball it up. All right, let's see here. Coming off the throw, it goes once again into Jillaroo hands. They kick it ahead, bounces over everybody. Oh, she can't pick it up. Tries to soccer it to her own advantage, though. A couple of players in there now. This is turning into soccer keep away. And then a shepherding off the ball. Everyone's still going for possession, though, and finally we'll have it balled up. Last couple of minutes of the game, decisively won by the Jillaroos, it looks like. Emily Reel kicks it in toward the goals. And it goes to ground, a bunch of people fighting for it. And it comes out. Sacramento with the free kick, looks like. Nope, still loose. Kicked in by one of the Jillaroos. And let's see here. I hear another whistle. And let's see. Boundary throw in the Jillaroos forward pocket, right pocket, and they battle for it now. Goes out towards the sticks once again, and is kicked out. And I believe that's Real with a kick again. And I believe she gets a behind. All right, that's a behind. 6-3-39 now. And the kick in for the Screamers. The mark is taken. All they need, 32 points in the next minute. I know, and while we're dreaming, we'd like a pony. Let's see here. The kick-in attempt goes to ground, bounced all over the place. And the Jillaroos still tackling and using whatever pressure they can. But obviously, this effort for them will be victorious. And ball to head. Emily Reel giving chase now. And they get another toss up there. Actually, it's then taken out and then taken by the Screamers. Then soccer to head. Battle for it at center. Go, players tackled, but free kick going to Sacramento. All right, and coming off of that now, it looks like it's going to be in Sacramento hands. That's it, full time. This one is in the history books, as is our coverage of the tournament action. And once again, our hats going off to the combined Jillaroos squad. A great showing, especially since it was populated with a lot of Lady Demons who were basically playing footy for their first season. The players here, as you can see in the picture, we've got Krista, also Emily Reel, Cujo, Christy Joe, Judith Stein, Andy Williams, also Renee, Sarah Plummer, Eileen Gehagen, Erin Voden, Leslie Delaney, Karen Stabline, Lydia Holt, Nikki Blaha, Amy Hogue, Jen Vogel, also Crystal, Jamie, and Macca. So those are the ladies who make up the Jillaroos combined team once again of the Columbus Jillaroos, the Baltimore-Washington Lady Eagles, and the Boston Lady Demons. Final score here today at the Onion Creek Soccer Complex. The Jillaroos, which featured the Lady Demons, also the Lady Eagles from Baltimore-Washington, and the Lady Jillaroos, obviously. 6 goals, 3 behinds, 39 points. And the Sacramento Screamers, 1-1-7. That's the final game from this ground. However, there are other games that did happen. We mentioned, of course, there were some grand finals that took place. So what we're going to do is, before we get to the final goodbyes, we're going to take a few minutes and do a quick little roll like we've been doing. And we'll show you all the other action. We'll show you the results of what happened today in this last day of action at Onion Creek Soccer Park. that's going to do it for this edition of Stateside Footy. Our 4-part edition, Stateside Footy Goes to the Nationals, is now done. We're wrapping up right now, and we're coming back with another episode. It'll be our 2011 year in review. We'll talk about the things this season that happened with the Boston Demons and with Stateside Footy. A lot of game action, also some nice milestones for both the club and the program, and we'll tell you all about those in our 2011 year in review. That's coming up next time here on Stateside Footy. Once again, on behalf of my wife and her incredible efforts, Stacey Robert, I'm Bill Robert, reminding you that this is Stateside Footy, the show that brings you the game that's Australian-made, American-played, and of course we bring it to you via cable and also online. You can check us out online at www.statesidefootytv.com. You can also check us out on Blip and Vimeo, and we're on Facebook and Twitter as well. So you can check us out and watch all the games and the full episodes online. Once again, thank you very much for watching our special 4-part Stateside Footy Goes to the Nationals. Till next time, have a great day.